live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
And yes, here we are again, another day committed to being your consumer advocate, helping you understand your buying decisions, making you just a bit more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. My wife Lindsay and I own a top team here in Tampa Bay, helping you with your buying decisions, investing, and also selling. When you're selling real estate, we'd love to talk to you. We've got some hot properties here. We feature all of our listings live on air on our show. 1010 Bay Esplanade is a hot property listing on Clearwater Beach. Great opportunity to own a property that has a potential rental as well attached to it. You've got a private apartment, a sun deck, and 4 bedrooms, 3 bath. Almost 3,200 square feet right on Clearwater Beach. Great opportunity to own real estate here in beautiful Tampa Bay. And if you'd like to have your listing, your real estate property featured live on air on syndicated radio and TV show, we'd love to talk to you. Reach out to the hotline, 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. Call or text our hotline. You can call. It's an off-air number. Also, consumerqb.com. It's a great website, lots of resources, tools. You can also see our previous shows where you can contact all of our 80-plus categories of consumer advocate content providers, a.k.a. our expert contributors for the show, 50 different show partners ranging from CPAs, financial advisors, insurance experts, home services, lots of ways we can help you here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We got a great lineup for you today as well. We're going to be bringing on Clyde Smith. He's going to give us our beach update from the Bilmar Beach Resort, Treasure Island, Florida. Later in the show as well, Kevin Overstreet, Property Firewall. And for now, we're going to bring in our insurance quarterback, Mr. Doug Levi. Welcome back, Doug.
Brandon, always good to be here. Happy day in Tampa Bay with the Bucs headed to NFC Championship game, man. That's exciting.
How exciting is that? Going up to Green Bay, might be a little snow on the ground, facing the ever dangerous Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting, and I know I'm your insurance guy, but I love sports, and thinking about this, you could have first time ever in Super Bowl history where the team plays at their home stadium because the Bucs are hosting Super Bowl this year, or Tampa's hosting Super Bowl this year. So that's right. That's also pretty exciting too. So.
You got to think the football gods are on our side, right? I mean, let's make it happen. That would be so cool. Tampa Bay would need could use the shot in the arm in terms of the economy as well. What an awesome opportunity.
Yeah, we need it. I'm all for good news and positivity. But, yeah, today we're going to talk, just kind of shifting gears more insurance. We're going to talk about health insurance, kind of the state of health care, what some of the upcoming changes look like that could be with a potential Biden administration, and action steps you can take today to make sure you get best coverage for your health care insurance dollars out there right now.
Now, you talk about a confusing landscape. Even myself as a realtor and an avid reader and podcast listener, I get confused about the healthcare. You got PPOs, you got HMOs, you got all these different terminologies. So, yeah, I think it's a great topic. We talk a lot about, protecting your assets with Doug. He can help you with your home, your auto, the more traditional types of insurance. And we're talking with Doug Levi, strategic insurance. So, yeah, great topic for today. What are the political changes? What do you see happening, Doug? And then also when it comes to healthcare, what kind of policies and concerns should people be thinking about?
Yeah, absolutely. So, a couple things. And I've been in the business 18 years, and there's no doubt the insurance business 18 years, if we were to look at any type of insurance and the cost over time, it's been extraordinary, the increased cost in health insurance, right? And I don't know all the numbers off the top of my head, but there's no doubt it's increased a bunch, whether you're a group policy or individual policy. So we all know the system's broken, and which is a shame for a lot of reasons. But I always tell our clients, look, the best thing I can do is kind of show you the game, how it's being played right now, and help you with the best option. So right now I'd really highlight, because there are still so many Americans that have no health insurance at all. And unfortunately, with right now we are still under the Obamacare term health insurance when Obamacare officially came into play. When they made that changes, and I will give credit where credit is due, some positive things were done. Like they took away pre-existing conditions, right? So an insurance carrier can't say, we're not going to take you because you've had, a heart attack or diabetes or something like that. However, one of the things that they've really limited is they only allow you to get health insurance, in essence, one time a year, right? And that occurs as open enrollment that occurs at the end of the year. So we then go in and say, well, okay, if I missed that window or I was busy with, turkey at Thanksgiving and Christmas presents and, just working hard for my family and I missed that, well, what can I do?
Right.
Because that window is closed. So in other words, the open enrollment last year for 2020 started the 15th of November, and it went through the end of it went through the end of December for a January effective date. Okay, so that ship sailed. Now, there's some other times where people can get in on Obamacare plans with special qualifying life events, but really where I'm going with it, Brandon, to let our listeners know right now, you can get what's known as short-term health care insurance, and these short-term health care plans have really come a long way. We work with companies like United Healthcare, largest insurance carrier in the country for health insurance. They've got a great plan right now where you can get your coverage for up to 3 years. You can get prescription coverage, doctor's office visits, pretty reasonable deductibles, and pretty reasonable pricing, frankly. So if there are listeners out there that are concerned they don't have health coverage right now, they missed the window, maybe they're not covered by a group plan, there are other options out there. And I don't know if we want to throw the number out or not, but I'm always happy to help any of the listeners with taking a look if they want to look at health insurance.
Yeah, get your health insurance looked at. Reach out to the hotline you can call at 813-750-0550. We'll put you right in touch with Doug Levi and his team, Strategic Insurance, 813-750-0550, Consumer Advocate Hotline. Yeah, so the open enrollment passed, and you saw the media blitz. If you're watching any kind of TV, over the last couple of months, you were seeing they're pulling out the old quarterbacks and the old actors. So you had Joe Namath was pushing some product. You had different, I think Tom Selleck and some others.
Right.
But yeah, you saw tons of commercials. They were throwing a lot of advertising in, so because it was only a short window of time when people could do the open enrollment.
Yeah, and it's a good point on that, because really what some of those guys are doing, and a lot of times they pick some of the older guys, that's open enrollment for Medicare.
Right.
And Medicare supplements. So what happened is, and those are special coverages for people where, you're 65 and older and you want to supplement. We're talking about your more traditional insurance, more traditional, I get sick, I have to have a surgery, I need a doctor's visit, a prescription coverage, and I'm under the age of 65 is really kind of what we're focused on with just what I was talking earlier. It just so happens, Brandon, that sort of open enrollment that Obamacare moved to also collides a little with the Medicare term. So that's kind of challenging because you can't just approach carriers pretty much at any time of year outside of some of these short-term health insurance plan options. So that's one important thing to know. Also, I would highlight with some of the political changes coming, I think we're going to see a big push for Medicare for all, which is certainly a very progressive plan. I don't see, we're having a hard time insuring and doing Medicare right now for our senior citizens. How they're going to come up and say we're going to do Medicare for everyone, good luck. But that, I think, is something that is probably going to be on the table. And
what does that actually mean, Doug? Medicare for
all?
all?
Again, right now, if you look, you've got Medicare is a plan that the government created, I want to say probably back in the 20s or 30s, to make sure that senior citizens have health care coverage, which I think is great. That's important.
Great idea.
You worked hard, you worked your whole life. Once you get to 65, you've got Medicare Part A and Part B, where the government will pick up part of your health care costs, right? And that's something that we all pay into, right? So you can go and look at your last paycheck, and you'll see in your deductions, you'll normally see something for Medicare, Social Security, those types of things, right?
Right.
So basically, a lot of the more liberal wing of the Democratic Party is pushing to expand this to say we want, instead of just covering people at age 65, we want it for everybody, right? More government benefits for more people. Again, some of it sounds great in theory, Brandon.
Yeah.
But being a business person and saying, okay, how does it get paid for, and what's going to happen to limitation with who I can see and what doctors and hospitals. So I'm all for choice. I think choice is an important thing, and traditionally when you let the free market adjust, it normally works out to be the best for the consumer. Ronald Reagan famously said the 9 scariest words in the English language are, "I'm with the government and I'm here to help." Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's big government. When you have big government especially when you're trying to implement new policies. We saw how the original rollout of Obamacare was. Years ago, you had all the different flaws, and then I think one of the main things Trump removed from it was the individual mandate. So that was a big thing, telling people, hey, as a business owner, you're mandated to carry this. Otherwise, you get a fine or a fee.
No doubt.
That was un-American.
I mean, that was historic, and again, I'm no constitutional law scholar or anything like that, but you had the first time in history where you basically were being told by the government that if you did not purchase a certain type of insurance, you were going to get a tax penalty.
Yeah.
Wow. Right? Now, I'm in the insurance business. This is how I make my money, is selling insurance. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for people having it, but to force that, I think, was ridiculous. And I think that was wise that got rid of, And again, there's a lot. Look, there's books and articles, and there's no shortage of things on healthcare out there. I think all we can do is good God-fearing Americans and listeners out there say, look, what are my options as they stand right now, and trying to make the best decisions for my family that I can right now.
That's right.
So, we've got, again, lots of short-term healthcare options that can help people as it stands right now. You can lock these in for up to 3 years. There are some more questions, some more underwriting involved. But a lot of people are able to get the coverage that they need, and frankly, a pretty affordable price. So that's a good one. We also offer dental, vision, life, disability. So there's a whole slew of benefits, obviously, depending on tailoring it to the family and the individual, and just saying what's most important to you. Where are you most concerned about? Exactly. And then letting that family member or that individual decide. I will say this, and the research still is out there, Brandon, that more bankruptcies happen in this country today than anything else still from medical bills and people not having coverage.
Exactly.
And the amount of people that have no health insurance at some form or another is staggering. I still think it's over 30 or 40% with whatever things, Obamacare, this, that, or the other, et cetera, plans maybe through your employer, maybe not. So I think it's important if you're riding around right now or you're listening at home and you're like, man, I don't have insurance. I've been, I've skinnied that down. I've really tried to save money and just kind of roll the dice, and I get that. Look, you've got to make decisions as a family member, but I think as we kind of get into a new year and a fresh start, it may be good to at least get your eyes on it.
Yeah, one of the things too, Doug, I thought we would mention, and by the way, we're talking with Doug LEVI, Strategic Insurance, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, longtime friend of the program and a great expert in all things insurance. But one of the other policies as well, look at me. I had at age 42, I had to go in for a double bypass heart surgery, and I believe you set us up with a policy that protects if something major were to happen like that. Again, that kind of protects the family, the overall household income from a major breadwinner not being able to perform and work. I think you set us up with something similar to that.
So no doubt. So you're really talking disability income. Thank goodness. I know we're praying with you through that, Brandon. It was so good. I know so many people care about you. It's so good to see you, on the other side of that and recovering. And thank goodness for the health care we have in our country, right? That you were able to get seen, quickly. So, really what you're talking about is saying, okay, if you kind of look at the different buckets out there, well, your major medical health insurance or short-term, like I'm referring to right now, where you're kind of outside this open enrollment, is saying, double bypass surgery. I don't know. I'm assuming you've seen a lot of bills come in. I wouldn't be shocked if the total is $150,000, maybe $200,000 in total bills, right? Between the doctor, the anesthesiologist, the cardiologist, the hospital, the this, the that, on and on and on. Well, that's what your major medical is going to cover. But then what we're talking and saying disability income is saying, okay, well, what if you weren't able to get back to work? What if this really impacted to the point where I'm not able to work? Now I need to replace my income, right? I'm used to earning an income, whatever that is, on a weekly, monthly, annual basis, and that's really one of the most important things to protect. So we believe that disability income is very, very important, especially for those people that are individually, or I should say self-employed, that may not be able to access a group plan if I work for a big corporation, if I work for a big corporation. So we certainly believe that disability income is an important part. And I've got a few plans for my family, a few disability income plans. And I know, we've helped you guys and talked pretty extensively about that. And to me, it's just good planning, right?
That's right.
And it may be even what other parts of my budget can I cut down, And I know my wife would have to cover yours right now, but maybe you have to cut out Starbucks a little bit. Maybe you have to cut out some of the extras that you may be doing in your budget to say, wow, this is really a big area that I need to plug to make sure that if something happens, my family's protected.
Well, we're talking with Doug Levi here, Strategic Insurance. Doug, what's the best contact info website? And we appreciate you coming on the show. Yeah,
absolutely. We're always happy to help. TampaBayInsurance.com is an easy place to go, something easy for people to remember, www.TampaBayInsurance.com. You'll like this too, Brandon. We actually just set up a new feature on our website where people can start texting with us right through our website.
Perfect.
So you can go right to our website. There's a little link at the bottom, and you can start texting with us. Or if you want to click to call, you can put your phone number in, and one of our agents will be Johnny on the spot to call you.
TampaBayInsurance.com. Doug Levi, always a pleasure. Take care, my friend.
Brandon, always good talking to you guys. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks, that's right. All right, coming up, we got Clyde Smith, the general manager, Bilmar Beach Resort over on Treasure Island, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Beautiful property. He's going to give us our beach update, all things happening over there on the beaches. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Plus, our feel-good story of the day. Volunteers removed nearly 10,000 pounds of trash from the Tennessee River. We'll be right back.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
My friends, when choosing a listing agent to sell your home, their track record is critically important. Dennis Prager here for Brandon and Lindsay Rhymes, owners of Platinum MVP Team at Keller Williams Real Estate. They're consistently rated by the MLS in the top 1% of all Tampa Bay realtors, and that's a big deal. Brandon and Lindsay are always among the top realtors in the state. Call them today at 813-750-0550.
Find them at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
My name is James DeJerome, and I produce the Consumer Quarterback Show for Brandon Rhymes. The Consumer Quarterback Show is a team, a group of like-minded professionals who partner together to provide our audience sound advice, knowledge, and information to make them wiser consumers. We work with all types of business owners and aggressively promote our local economy. We're currently conducting interviews for our expert contributors. If you own a business or know someone who would benefit from the exposure our show provides, please contact us at 813-750-0550 or online at consumerqb.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. We're actually recruiting agents right now. We're looking for a couple of agents to join our team. We've got a plethora of leads coming in, lots of lead sources, callers from the show, different internet marketing strategies as well. So we'd love to talk to some real estate agents that might be looking to join a team. So reach out to the hotline, 813-750-0550, 750-0550. And we're back here in studio helping you win in any marketplace. We always feature our real estate listings live on air on the show. I've got 13204 Fawn Lily Drive. This is a property out in East Hillsborough County. Beautiful home, 6 bedrooms. It's a large home. So if you need more space, if you're feeling a little closed in due to the COVID and all the different issues of facing some of the things that have changed with our normal way of living, check out 61 let's see, the property on Fawn Lily, 13204 Fawn Lily Drive is a property out in East Hillsborough County. Beautiful property. You got waterfront as well. You've got 6 bedrooms, 5 bath, 3-car garage, almost over 4,500 square feet. And you can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, we got our friend Clyde Smith calling in with the beach update. Bilmar Beach Resort, Treasure Island. How are you today, Clyde?
I'm doing great, Brandon. Hope you are over there.
Yes, sir. Yep, things are going well, and it seems like a nice sunny week ahead of us here.
It really is. We're so happy to get the temperatures back up where we love them, which is 70 and plus. And it was a little cool this weekend, but we still had a really good turnout for the annual kite festival. It's always on Martin Luther King weekend, so that we had the giant kites and the competitive kites. It was really a good time out on the beach still.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love, the ability to live in Tampa Bay, one of the best areas to live, work, and play, the greater Tampa Bay area, and just to be able to take a short drive over and really enjoy the best beaches, world-renowned. Consistently, you hear about St. Pete Beach, Clearwater beaches, really that whole area just in the top, rankings of worldwide beaches.
It really is, and it's just a great place to be with restaurants within walking distance. And now every Friday we have the Friday morning market done by the Chamber of Commerce. It's over here at the community center right behind us. It's an outdoor open air market. They've got everything from vegetables to fish to arts and crafts. It's really a nice way to get the weekend started for folks that want to come over early on a Friday. It generally goes on to about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's really convenient. And this weekend, they're actually doing an arts festival at John's Pass, which is really nice. There's going to be 80-plus arts and crafts vendors set up. It's a free show Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's another nice thing to do. John's Pass, of course, just a mile north of us, and just a great place with a variety of restaurants and great local stores. I love doing my local shopping there. And they've got that, and then Seafood Festival will be coming up. A lot of activity going on.
Yeah, then we got the Super Bowl. Big news. The Bucs could potentially be in the Super Bowl on a home game. We got Aaron Rodgers this weekend, Green Bay, up on the frozen tundra in Green Bay.
I've already rearranged my tee time to be available for that game. So
yeah, do they know if it's an early game yet or the later game?
I think 3:05 is kickoff.
3:05. Okay.
So that's good to be able to do that and watch the sunset and be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you guys? I got the flyer for the Super Bowl. Are you projecting it on the big screen as well?
We are. We have a 40-foot projection that goes up on the side of our 4-story building. It just makes for an unbelievable experience. It's it's like watching it on the side of a building. And then we've got surround sound. We set up tables on the pool area so people can just come and relax. You can put chairs out on the beach and watch it from there. Of course, one of the 3 Sloppy Joe's decks is an excellent place to watch it with a cool margarita or one of our Kentucky Par specials that they've been pouring there. It should be a good time. It's usually a really great crowd. We're hoping the weather's going to hold out for us, and so far it looks like it's going to. So it'll be fun. Let's just hope we're watching the Bucs. That'll make it even that much more fun.
That's right. We got a short segment here. We're closing out. But, Clyde, what's the best place to book? I know you always say book directly with you, either via phone or the best place is probably the website.
Website's the best because then you can see pictures of the actual room you're booking, and that's the BilmarBeachResort.com. Just take a look, make sure it's our original website, not one of the mock ones that some people put out there. It opens up with a beautiful picture of our beach and the hotel in the background. That's definitely a place to do it. We have spring savings at 20% off right now, so it's a great way to get a good value and come over and enjoy just a beautiful beach.
Awesome. Well, Clyde Smith, always a pleasure, my friend. Thanks so much. We appreciate the beach update.
Thanks for having me on, Brandon. Have a great day.
My pleasure. All right, Bilmar Beach Resort. Check them out online. Book directly, BilmarBeachResort.com. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. And we will be right back here with more of our expert contributors. Coming up, Kevin Overstreet, Property Firewall. Got some great programs. He's an entrepreneur locally here in Tampa Bay. Plus, Feel Good Story of the Day. We've got a bunch of volunteers. They removed 10,000 pounds of trash from the Tennessee River. Really cool story. Follow us online at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter, the Consumer Quarterback Show on Facebook, as well as the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty on Facebook. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Right now, between me and Johnny, and I'm trying to see if Fred will call, unless you want to just hold it half a show. For the radio, we put together another half. We'll take a previously aired half to it. Okay.
Make it easy, right? You just pull another half from a different show, put that one in.
Yeah, and that's the radio side. That means on the television side, you just have half a show to post. That's all we're showing, these two segments.
Just do a half show. We can just, so you're saying just send the feed down?
Yeah, basically, this show just wrapped because our second guest, our studio guest canceled. Okay. So let me just get ready for the 1 o'clock deal. Let me get you running.